I feel I want to check something out with you. When you think of the term emergency, you think of something that's out of the ordinary, right? An event that has a discrete beginning, middle, and an end. Because if a state of emergency was perpetual, then it wouldn't be an emergency anymore. It would just be the standard mode of existence. So, just now I was about to say to you that I feel as if I'm stuck in an emergency that never ends. So I have to recognize that I was reaching for some hyperbole in order to make a kind of emotional claim to you for your attention, for your caring about me. And that embarrasses me. And that's not really fair, is it? I mean, we're all deserving of each other's care, at least sometimes for something, maybe even all the time. That's what saints do, isn't it? They have the capacity to care for all of us, all of the time. So maybe that capacity to care is a really reliable indicator of something good. And the inverse, the inability to care for anyone ever, would be a reliable indicator of something awful. Maybe that would be the internal state of perpetual emergency. That awful feeling that there's not enough good stuff inside to have any left over to spare for anyone else. So I'm not in a state of perpetual emergency, but I wanted to make the emotive claim to you that I was. And that embarrasses me. I shouldn't want to do that. And I think there's a pretty good reason for that. I mean, does it ever occur to you that somewhere in the work of Oscar Wilde, there's a quote that's perfectly suitable for any occasion? Well, it seems that way to me. So just now, when I was talking about not wanting to make a claim for your caring, I was thinking about that moment in the first act of The Importance of Being Earnest, when Algie says to Jack, "My dear fellow, it isn't easy being anything nowadays. There's so much beastly competition about." See, that's what I really mean when I say I don't want to ask anyone, because I don't want to compete for it. Who would? I mean, if caring isn't freely given, then it isn't caring anymore. Do you ever wonder whether there's a limited supply of the caring of others? I do. I'm a gay man in a certain category in my age cohort, and I worry that I've used up my quota. I mean, it's been over 40 years. Many of you have never known a world that lacked the medicine that has kept me alive all this time. And so when I say something like, I never expected to reach that age, that sounds like another emotive claim. But can you believe that it isn't? It's just a fact. Just like it's a fact when I say I've taken a fistful of pills every morning for decades. It's not an emergency. It's not even an inconvenience. It's just ordinary life. Well, except when possibly the side effect of one of my meds contributed to 2 significant coronary artery blockages, a big heart attack, double bypass, and a pacemaker installed. Oh, that was an emergency that was resolved. One of a sequence of emergencies that will accumulate until the last definitive one. Definitive because it will provide the punctuation that I long for. Can you believe that that's just a fact? Just like it's a fact when I say that two of the men I loved and thought of as my husbands died. One of them died in our bed. I woke up to find him. And again, maybe it's not accurate to say that somewhere in the body of work of Oscar Wilde are these wonderful quotes. Maybe it's just one play that is this remarkable source. Whenever I mention that I lost two husbands, Lady Bracknell comes to mind. That moment when she says to Jack, to lose one parent may be regarded as a misfortune. To lose both looks like carelessness. I use this bitter sarcasm on which I absolutely depend as a sort of preemptive shot across my bow. I'll criticize myself before I risk asking anyone for their caring. Because, who am I to make this claim? All of us experience overwhelming losses, crushing, devastating losses. And if you haven't yet, I guarantee you that you will. How do any of us manage to make it without feeling like we're in an emergency that never ends? I don't know. I'll just tell you that, I'm trying to practice. I'm really trying to practice getting better at paying attention and really paying attention to the moments of grace that are continually popping all around us. I'm old, and I don't recognize this world that we're all living in, and I'm pretty sure the world doesn't recognize me. I feel like a mastodon in a tar pit, looking around for something to wrap my trunk around to slow my descent. I wonder what the mastodons paid attention to. Was the tar warm and a comfort, relaxing? A sort of spa treatment, the terminal spa treatment. That's how I want my emergency to end.